Hello and welcome. My name is Faye, and today you are here for your full body 60-minute stretch and breathe class. In today's class, we will spend some time seated doing some seated stretches and movements, and then we'll make our way onto our hands and knees, and then make our way to standing to do some stretches, some movements. We'll focus on connecting breath and movement together. But of course, if there's something that doesn't feel right in your body, you're always welcome to skip or modify it. As here, I am only your guide, so I want you to really pay attention and focus on your body. So once we do our standing stuff, we're gonna come back low to the ground, and then we'll do a short shavasana at the end. And I always really encourage you to stay for that shavasana so your body has the time to absorb all the effort and the practice that you put in. For props today, if you'd like to use props, I'll be using a blanket, and if you don't have a blanket, you could use a pillow or a thicker towel, would work just as well. And then I also will be using 2 blocks. They're one of my favorite props to use, but if you don't have blocks, you're welcome to use thicker books or totally skip them. It's totally up to you. So let's go ahead and get started. I have my blanket laid out here on my space so I can find a nice comfortable seat. By having the blanket underneath your hips, it helps you find a little bit taller spine and sit up a little bit taller. It can definitely make a difference. So when you arrive, allow your legs to come out to the side, your knees come out to the side, and the soles of your feet come together. If you have blocks or more other props, you can always place blocks underneath your knees here to support your joints. And when you arrive in your place, go ahead and shift and wiggle so that you can get all the fidgets out. And let's go ahead and start our practice with a nice community breath together. Go ahead and empty all the air from your lungs. And we'll take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose, fill all the way up. And then open your mouth, gush out all the air, let it go. Excellent. Let's do that one more time together. Take a nice full deep breath in, fill up, fill up. And then open your mouth, gush out all the air, let it all go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Your hands can relax somewhere near you or on your body somewhere. Allow your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Notice if you can bring your shoulders right over your hips and your ears right over your shoulders to help you find a nice long, tall spine. Take a nice slow and steady breath in, fill up, and this time keep your lips sealed. Exhale out through your nose. Notice how that feels. Try that again a couple more times. Inhale in through your nose. And exhale, let it go out through your nose. One more time together. Nice slow and steady breath in. And a calm and easy exhale out through your nose. Continue to breathe at a pace that feels comfortable and natural for you. Start to shift your attention to where your body comes into contact with the ground. Notice if you lean off to one side more than the other. Are you balanced between both sit bones? What does the texture of the ground feel like beneath your legs, your feet? Perhaps you even notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Is it cool? Is it warm? Perhaps you notice nothing at all, and that's perfectly fine as well. Gently start to bring your awareness back into your body. Start to scan from head to toe. Notice any areas where you feel tension or tightness, holding or gripping. And if or when you come across something that feels a little tense, that feels a little tight, See if you can invite in a little softness, a little ease. Allow your face to soften. Relax your jaw. Soften your shoulders. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, a reason why you're here, a mindset or a quality that you'd like to cultivate or embody today as you move on your mat. Perhaps it's embodying grace, presence, generosity, kindness. Whatever it is you'd like to cultivate or create today, breathe it in and breathe it out. Allow it to guide you as you move on your mat today. Take one more final breath here. And exhale, let it go. Gently begin to flutter your eyes open, welcoming yourself back into your physical space. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, relax them down and away. One more time. Inhale, shrug your shoulders to your ears. And then exhale, relax them down and away. See if you can sit up a little bit taller. Inhale, extend your hands long in front of you, fingertips down towards the ground. Your fingers are relaxed, your wrists are relaxed here. Inhale, float your hands to the sky, look up, start to arch through your back. And then exhale, float your fingers tips down towards the ground like you're painting a wall in front of you with your fingers. You may want to start to round through your back and tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, float your hands up to the sky, look up, arch through your back. And then exhale, very slowly start to allow your fingertips to float down as you start to round through your back. Think cat and cow. Inhale, lift your fingertips back up, arch through your back. This is sort of like your seated cow. And then exhale, allow your hands to float down like you're painting the wall in front of you, and just round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. 2 more times. Inhale, float your hands to the sky, look up. And then exhale, float your hands down, round through your back. 1 more time. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. And exhale, float them down. Round through your back. Excellent. Inhale, float your hands forward. And exhale, slowly start to walk your hands forward in front of you. It doesn't matter how far they go. Allow your chin to come towards your chest. And gently start to rock from side to side here to warm up the spine. Keep this movement as little or as big as you'd like. The next time you pass through center, return back to stillness. Inhale, walk your fingertips in closer towards your body. And exhale, walk your fingertips over to the right this time. Inhale, bring your hands to the front and all the way over to the left. Exhale, back to center and all the way over to the right. And inhale, sweep your hands back through center to the left. And then exhale, return your hands back to center. Slowly start to push yourself upright. Excellent. Inhale, float your hands up to the sky. Palms press forward or face forward. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms, open up through your chest. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale, cactus your arms, open up through your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Find length through your spine. And then exhale, cactus your arms. Excellent. Inhale, float your hands up this time. And exhale, twist to your right. Your right hand comes behind you, close to your body as a kickstand, your left hand on your knee. Stay in your twist. Inhale, push into your right hand or the hand that's back behind you. And then exhale, twist as you start to look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, look center. Exhale, unwind. And then inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, twist to your left. Right hand comes to your knee, your left hand close to your body. Use it as a kickstand. Stay in your twist. Inhale, push into your left hand. Create length through your spine. And then exhale, twist to peek back over your left shoulder. Inhale, look center. And exhale, unwind. Excellent. Inhale, sweep both arms to the sky, and then exhale, lower your right hand down. Reach your left hand up and over to the right. Curl your fingertips in, and like you're pulling a cord, take a breath in, and then exhale, bend your elbow, pull the cord back behind you. Inhale, reach your left hand up and over to the side. And then exhale, curl your fingers in, pull your cable back. Squeeze your elbow close towards your side body. Inhale, reach. And exhale, curl your fingertips in, pull that cable. Excellent. Inhale, reach both hands to the sky this time. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Reach your right hand up and over, side bend to the left. Try to keep your hips glued down to the mat. Curl your fingers in, take a breath in, and then exhale, bend your elbow, pull that cable back, squeeze your shoulder down. Inhale, reach over to your left, side bend, and then exhale, pull that cable. One more time. Inhale, reach over to the left, and then exhale, pull your cable, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. And exhale, release your hands down by your side. If you have any props, go ahead and move them out of the way, maybe towards the front of your space, wherever you're practicing. And if you're on a blanket, go ahead and move off of it and make your way onto your hands and knees into your tabletop shape. You're welcome to place a blanket underneath the knees for more support, or blocks underneath the hands to reduce the extension in your wrists. So if you have any wrist sensitivity, blocks, or something to elevate your hands a little bit higher can be a really great alternative. If you don't have blocks, you can always walk your hands a little bit further out from underneath your shoulders. Allow yourself to check your alignment. Make sure your knees are right underneath your hips and your wrists are somewhat underneath your shoulders. Inhale, tuck your toes, stretch through the bottoms of your feet. Drop your belly, look forward from your cow. And then exhale, release your feet flat to the mat. Press into your hands, round through your back as you tuck your chin towards your chest for your cat. Inhale, tuck your toes, scoop your heart forward in between your arms, look forward for your cow. And then exhale, release your feet, scoop and round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Find a couple more rounds of this cow and cat. Move at your own breath. If you'd like to hold one cat or one cow shape, you're welcome to do that. Or at any point, if you'd like to add some other organic movements, perhaps you want to gently rock your hips from side to side, or start to make barrel rolls with your torso in one direction. Or do anything else that might not have any sort of name or appearance. You can just allow your eyes to close and just tune in to what feels good for your spine and your body today. If you're doing one thing on one side, make sure to go the other direction or switch sides to even out. And when you feel evened out on both sides, go ahead and turn back to stillness. If you have blocks underneath your hands, you may want to move them to the sides. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide like a starfish. Press down through all 10 finger pads to help you grip the mat. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, send your hips up and back for your first down dog. When you arrive, bend your right knee, straighten out your left. And then switch. Bend your left knee, straighten out your right. Switch again. Bend your right, straighten your left. Continue to press through your hands. Switch your legs. And then return both heels towards the ground. They don't have to touch. Inhale up high onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees generously. Exhale, press into your 10 finger pads. Draw your belly back towards your thighs. And exhale, slowly descend your heels down towards the ground. Maybe they go a little bit closer. Maybe not. That's perfectly fine. Inhale up high onto the balls of your feet. Press into your 10 finger pads. Draw your belly closer towards your thighs. And then exhale, slowly descend your heels down towards the ground. Down dog. Take one breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, look forward to your hands. And exhale, walk your feet forward to the front of your space. If you have blocks, you can use them underneath your hands here. If not, draw your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice long flat back. Your gaze is on the ground. Your tailbone shoots to the back of the room. Exhale, bend your knees generously. Fold forward over your legs. Allow your head to hang heavy in between your legs, or your gaze to go in between your legs. Inhale, straighten your arms, bring your hands to your shins or your blocks, halfway lift. And exhale, bend your knees generously and fold forward over your legs. This time, bring your hands to your ankles and start to straighten your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. You can use your fingers along your legs to trace your body. And when you arrive, your head comes up last. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, soft bend in your knees as you fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet like you're about to lift something heavy and rise all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And then exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Excellent. Go ahead and separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Take a nice soft bend in your knees so your knees aren't locked out. Bring your hands in front of you, your fingertips relax down towards the ground. Your wrists are pretty relaxed and soft here. Similar to what we did at the beginning of class, think your hands are like a paintbrush. Inhale, straighten your legs and reach your arms up to the sky. Look up. And this time, exhale, float your hands down towards the ground as you start to sit your hips back and sink your hips and bend your knees. Your hands may touch the ground, they may not. Inhale, when you get to the bottom, reach all the way back up. Move nice and slow. And then exhale, float your hands back down like a paintbrush. Sit your hips back. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, float your hands down. Try to move with your breath. Inhale to rise. And exhale to paint and sink down. One more time. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale. Allow your hands to come out in front of you, shoulder height, fingertips relaxed. Keep a nice soft bend in your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms over to the right. Allow your right foot to turn accordingly, and your left toes may want to turn slightly as well. Use your hands like you're about to give 2 high fives. Bend your knees, exhale, push. Inhale, swing your arms over to the left this time. Adjust your feet so left foot faces forward. And then give your high fives, your 2 10 high fives, like you're about to push a heavy box. Inhale, swing your arms over to the right. And exhale, sink and push. Inhale, sweep your arms to the left. And exhale, sink down and push. Inhale, bring your arms to the right. Couple more. Exhale, sink and push. Inhale, swing your arms to the left. And exhale, sink and push. Move nice and slow. Inhale, sweep your arms to the right. Exhale, push. Inhale, sweep your arms to the left. And exhale, push. Inhale, bring your arms back to the front. Fly them up to the sky. And exhale, float your hands down, all the way down to the ground. And allow your knees to bend and relax. Hang heavy here in this kind of wide-legged fold. Inhale, draw your hands onto your shins. Find a nice long halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Soft bend in your knees. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. And exhale, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Excellent. Turn your right toes forward and your left toes slightly in. Bring your arms out to the horizon. Inhale, lift up and shift forward to the right. Press your hips to the left. And then exhale, allow your right hand to come to your right thigh. Or on a block here is another great option for your triangle. Your left hand reaches up towards the sky. If your hand is on a block, there's very little weight into your hand. Maybe you want to come up onto your fingertips. Perhaps you start to imagine that someone is holding up your left fingertips and helping you find more length in your side body. Your gaze can be somewhere in the middle, down at the ground, or if it feels okay for your neck, up at your thumb. Wherever you are, take a nice slow and steady breath in. Exhale, see if you can twist and open up through your chest. Press your left shoulder back. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, start to bend your right knee and allow your right elbow to come onto your right knee. Your left hand can stay here up in the sky for side angle, or you can start to bring your left hand closer toward your ear for extended side angle. You may want to adjust your left foot a little bit further back, but continue to press through the outside edge of your back foot so you feel a nice long line of energy from your fingertips in your left hand all the way down to the outside edge of your left foot. See if you can roll your chest open towards the ceiling. If there is a lot of weight in your right elbow, see if you can get light in it. For a little bit more core work, you could always extend your right arm out in front of you like you're holding a platter, or you could bring both hands up by your ears. Or you could even continue to keep your hand on the block or on the floor for your extended side angle. Take one more slow and steady breath wherever you are. And exhale, let it go. Return your left hand to your left hip. Inhale, press into your right foot. Rise all the way up to stand. Bring your arms out to a T. And then turn your right toes in slightly and your left toes out. Both heels are in and both toes are pointing out to the corners. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend your knees, cactus your arms, open up through your chest. Our lovely goddess squat. Inhale, rise up, 5-pointed star. And exhale, sink down, goddess squat. Inhale, reach up, 5-pointed star. And exhale, cactus your arms, bend your knees. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it, 1. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, release your hands behind your back. Turn your toes both to face forward so that your feet make an 11 shape, a wide 11 at least. Inhale, interlace your hands behind you or hold on to your shirt. Draw your knuckles down towards the ground, open up through your chest. Exhale, soft bend in your knees as you start to fold forward over your legs. Your hands can stay on your low back, or if it's okay for your shoulders, they can come up and over. Or at any point, you can release your hands down to the ground. If your hands are on the ground, they can come in front of your face. They can reach out towards your ankles. You could take peace fingers around your big toe. Stay connected with your breath. Notice the sensations as you breathe in and the sensations as you breathe out. Perhaps you play with noticing if your inhale, you can find a little more length. And then on your exhale, can you allow your head to feel a little bit heavier and your tailbone to lift a little bit higher? Take one more slow and steady breath wherever you are. And if you have your hands interlaced behind your back, exhale, go ahead and release them down to the mat in front of your face. Everyone, bring your hands in front of your face. Inhale, push into your fingertips, lift up halfway, nice long flat back. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up with a nice flat back. And then exhale. This time turn your left toes to the left corner of the room and your right toes slightly in. You may want to separate your stance a little bit bigger or shorten your stance, whichever feels most comfortable. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, reach your left hand forward. Bump your back hip to the right. And then exhale, lower your left hand to your ankle or on a block on the inside of your foot or even on the outside of your foot, whichever feels better for your shoulder. Your right hand reaches up towards the sky as you spiral your chest open. Press your shoulder back. Your hand, if it's on a block, see if you can get light into your fingertips and use that same reminder of someone is holding onto your right hand and pulling you up to help you find some more lift and length in your side body. Continue to breathe. Be mindful that your knees aren't locked out. Your gaze, again, can be in front of you, down at your foot, or all the way at your thumb up in the sky. Take one more slow and steady breath here. And then exhale, start to bend your left knee. Allow your left elbow to come onto your left knee. Gently rest it here, not shoving, not putting all your weight into your left elbow here. So try to get light in it. And then you can keep your right hand up towards the sky or start to sweep your right hand forward in front of you so that your right bicep comes to your right ear. Breathe into your side body. Feel this nice long line of energy all the way from your ankle and your right foot to your right fingertips. Again, you also have options here. If you'd like more core work, you can extend your right arm out, or your left arm, out in front of you, or bring it also up by your ear. Or you could have your hand on your block, or even all the way on the floor if that feels nice for you. Wherever you are, reconnect to your breath. Soften your face, relax your jaw. Excellent. One more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, start to straighten your left leg. Bring your right hand to your right hip and rise all the way up. Excellent. If you have any props, you may want to move them out of your way. And you can either heel toe your feet together or jump your feet together. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Rise all the way up to stand. And exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Excellent. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Bring your fingertips to touch. Exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Interlace your last 3 fingers so that your thumb and your pointer fingers stick up. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, soft bend over to your right. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, bend to your left. Stay grounded through both feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, reach to the sky. Separate your hands. Exhale, draw your hands to your low back. Fingertips face down. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Perhaps your gaze goes up slightly. Exhale, optional slight push of your hips forward for a little baby back bend. Take a nice slow and even breath in. Relax your face, your jaw. And then exhale, slide your hands down your back of your legs and fold forward. Excellent. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. If you have any props, you may want to move them out of the way. Go ahead and plant your hands and make your way onto your hands and knees. Separate your fingers wide. Make sure your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, send your hips up and back, down dog. Notice how this down dog feels. Does it feel the same, different, or you can't tell? That's perfectly fine. If you'd like, you can pedal out to your feet here or continue to hold static. We're going to take a few rounds of nice, slow and steady breaths. Relax and calm your face. Allow your shoulders to relax from your ears. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky, toes point down. Exhale, bend your knee. Step your right foot forward, closer to your right hand. Lower your back knee onto the ground. You're welcome to support it with a blanket or pillow underneath your knee for more support. And if you have blocks here, this is a great option to use your blocks to frame your foot for your low lunge. You can stay here with your hands on the ground if that feels like enough. You can walk your hands onto your blocks or onto your knee, or bring your hands to heart center. Wherever you are in your low lunge, keep this shape really active by continuing to press into the big ball mound of your right foot and the shoelace side of your back foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together. If you notice yourself a little wobbly, just gently begin to walk your right foot out to the right side of your mat to help you with a little bit more stability. So again, you can keep your hands on your knees. You can stay here. Or if you'd like to do the twist with me, bring your hands together in front of you. Curl your right fingertips in and pull back like you're pulling your bow and you're about to shoot an arrow. So bend your elbow, pull it all the way back, and then extend your right hand long back behind you for your twist. Exhale, bring your hands together. Inhale, pull back and open. And then exhale, bring your hands together. One more time. Inhale, curl your fingers in, pull back. Open all the way up. And then exhale, bring your hands together. Return your hands down to your blocks or to frame your foot. If you have a block, you may want to return it to its lowest setting. Inhale, push into your left hand. And inhale, sweep your right hand up to the sky for a little twist. And then exhale, return your hand back onto your blocks at their tallest setting. Inhale, tuck your left toes back behind you, lift your knee up off of the ground. And exhale, start to step your foot forward about 2 to 3 feet away from your front foot. Spin your left heel in slightly. And if you have blocks, You can walk forward. If not, inhale, find some length through your spine, and then exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Or you can use your blocks here to frame your foot, or change the height of your blocks. The further out you walk your hands, the more sensation you may feel. Notice if your left hip wants to open out to the side. See if you can gently square it off to the front for your pyramid. And you're welcome to stay here if you'd like. This is a really great option for a block, but if you don't have it, it's perfectly fine. Draw your left hand underneath your left eye. Sweep your right hand to your right hip, open up and twist. Option to stay here, or extend your right hand up to the sky for a revolved triangle. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, release your hand back down to your foot. Excellent. Inhale, step your feet together at the front of your mat, and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. And exhale, fold. Inhale, this time slide your right foot back behind you and soften your knee down to the ground. A blanket or pillow underneath your knee is a great option here. Crawl your foot forward so that your ankle is right underneath your knee or a little bit forward. This helps to protect your knee joint. And again, your hands can stay here on your blocks or on your knees or at heart center. Keep this shape really active by continuing to press through the shoelace side or the top of your back foot and the big ball mound of your front foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Relax and soften your face. If you notice yourself a little bit wobbly, you can always walk your left foot over a little bit more to make more space for your hips. You're welcome to continue to stay here, or if you'd like to add some twists, bring your hands together and place it out in front of you. Curl your left fingertips in and start to bend your elbow and pull back like you're pulling a bow. Extend your right or your left arm all the way back behind you for your twist. So you're twisting towards your knee. Inhale, bring your hands back together. And then exhale, curl your fingers. Pull your left elbow back and twist. Inhale, bring your fingertips back together. And exhale, curl your fingertips in, pull your arrow back. You can watch your fingers as you do this. And then extend your left hand back behind you. Excellent. Inhale, bring your hands back together. And exhale, hands down to frame your foot. If you have a block, take your block to the lowest setting. Inhale, push into your right hand. And exhale, twist towards your bent knee. Extend your left arm up to the sky. See if you can press your shoulder back. Relax and soften through your face. Notice if you're sinking down into your right shoulder, can you lift up and out of your shoulder? Take one more slow and steady breath in, and then exhale. Return your hand down to frame your foot. Take your blocks to the highest setting if you're using them. Inhale, tuck your back toes and lift your knee up off of the ground and start to step your foot forward about 2 to 3 feet away from your front foot. Spin your right heel in. Inhale, find some length. So your hands may want to come to your hips or to your blocks if you have them. Gaze is on the ground. And then exhale, hinge forward from your hips and allow your heart to melt closer towards your left leg. Notice if your right hip wants to open out to the side. See if you can square it off to the front of your mat. Can you balance the weight evenly between your right and left foot? If there's a lot of tension in the back of your leg, you're always welcome to take a soft bend in one or both legs here at any point. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And release all the air from your lungs. Let it go. You're welcome to stay here and continue to work through your pyramid, or you can take your right hand this time right underneath your right eyeball, or either on a block or on the mat. And inhale, sweep your left hand to your left hip and stay here for your twist, or option to extend your hand up to the sky. This is your revolved triangle. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, go ahead and slowly release your hand down to your block or the floor. Inhale, step your right foot forward to meet your left. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find some length through your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Excellent. Bend your knees a lot so that you can make your way all the way onto your bottom. Scoot so that your toes are up at the top of your space. Inhale, reach your arms forward. And exhale, slowly start to round through your back. And allow yourself to roll down to the mat. At any point, you're welcome to use your hands here to help you make your way onto your back. And when you arrive, take a nice full body stretch. Either reach your arms to the sky or up overhead. And then exhale, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Massage your low back. If it feels good, you could bring your hands onto your knees and start to manually move your knees in one direction in a circle, or just allow your knees to free form here. Massage your low back. When you feel even out on both sides, go ahead and plant your feet. Separate your feet as wide as your yoga mat, so wider than your hips. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower your knees to the right. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. And exhale, lower your knees to the left. Inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, lower your knees to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, allow your knees to drop down to the left. And inhale, bring your knees back to center here. Walk your feet back in line with your knees, so more hip width distance apart, and start to walk your heels in closer towards your glutes. You may be able to reach down and touch the backs of your heels, depending on how long your arms are. Palms are face down here, or you're welcome to bend your elbows and create a little bit like robot arms, so palms face each other. Choose the option that works for you. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips up off of the ground. Squeeze your glutes. See if you can press your knees forward and engage your inner thighs by squeezing your inner thighs together. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, you got it, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly roll yourself all the way down back onto your back. And we're gonna do that one more time. Again, hands can be face down, robot arms, or perhaps this time you'd like to start to walk your shoulders a little bit more underneath your back. And inhale, lift your hips up off of the ground, and perhaps your hands want to interlace behind your back. Take one more slow and steady breath here in your bridge. If your hands are interlaced, go ahead and release your hands down. And then exhale very slowly, start to roll down onto your back. Take a breath in. And then exhale, draw both knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. Inhale, separate your knees wider than your hips. Bring your hands either to the backs of your legs, to your ankles, or the outside or inside edges of your feet. So press the bottoms of your feet up towards the sky, and your knees come closer towards your armpits. If it feels nice here, you're welcome to find a little movement from side to side on your back. Or if you'd like, you could straighten one leg and bend the other, or straighten both legs out at the same time. Relax and soften your face, your jaw. Take one more breath in. See if you can press your low back into the mat. And then exhale. Slightly tuck your chin to your chest to lengthen out through the back of your neck. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Release your hands from your feet. And extend your legs out long. Take a nice full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, bend your elbows. Place your hands behind the back of your neck. So one hand on top of the other, not interlaced here. So just one hand on top of the other. Support the back of your head. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders up off of the mat. And exhale, walk them over to the right corner or right side of your mat. Inhale, pick up your legs and slowly start to exhale and walk them over to the right corner as well. You should feel a nice stretch in your left side body here. You could always cross your right leg over your left if you'd like a little bit more sensation, or you could always extend your arms up overhead and interlace your hands somehow. Continue to breathe into your side body. Create space between each rib. Take one more slow and steady breath here. And then exhale, lift your head and shoulders, return it back to center, uncross your legs if they were crossed, and walk your feet back to center as well. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And then exhale, walk your feet now over to the left side of your space. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Again, your hands can come back to support your head. And exhale as you bring your head and shoulders over to the left side of your mat now. It's banana asana or banana shape. Breathe into your right side body. Feel the breath as it flows in and as it flows out. And again, you're always welcome to lift your left leg and cross your left leg over your right for more sensation. Or extend your hands up overhead and interlace them and walk them over to your left. Allow your face to soften and relax. Relax your jaw. Allow your shoulders to relax here. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, return your head and shoulders back to center. And return your feet back to center as well. Go ahead and bend your knees, plant your feet so that they are in line with your hips. Inhale, float your right leg up off of the ground, and exhale, cross your right leg over your left knee. You can take your right hand and gently press your right hip crease open here, or you can start to float your left leg up off of the ground and interlace your right hand in between both legs and reach around the left thigh or the left shin. Keep your right foot flexed. Relax and soften your face. Perhaps you notice with each exhale, you can start to bring your shin closer towards your chest if your foot is off the ground. Stay here for a few more rounds of your own breath. If your hands are interlaced around your left leg, go ahead and release them. Release your left foot back onto the mat. Bring your hands out to a T and allow your knees to drop over towards the right. You're welcome to continue to keep your right foot on top of your left knee, kind of pressing it down towards the ground. Or if it would feel better, you can release your right foot from on top of your knee and allow it to relax to the side. If you'd like to add a little stretch into your neck, you can start to gaze over your left shoulder. Take a nice slow and steady breath here. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, slowly start to bring your knees towards the ceiling. Your feet are rooted flat onto the mat. Inhale, start to lift your left leg off of the ground. And exhale, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Your left foot stays flexed here. You're welcome to leave your left hand close to your left hip crease to gently press it open, create a little more space between the hip socket. Or if you'd like more sensation, you can start to float your right leg up off of the ground and interlace your left hand in between your legs and reach around for the back of your right thigh or the front of your right shin. Continue to keep your right foot flexed, or your left foot flexed as you draw your shin closer in towards your abdomen. Relax and soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Take a nice slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. If your hands are interlaced around your leg, go ahead and release your hands and return your right foot flat to the mat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, allow your knees to lower down over to the left this time. And you're welcome to keep your left ankle on top of your right knee to continue to press your right knee down. Or you can at any point release your left foot flat onto the, or release your left foot so that it's resting onto the mat on the side. If you'd like to add that stretch into your neck, you can start to gaze over your right shoulder here. Take one more slow and even breath in. And exhale, let it go. Excellent. Inhale, bring your gaze back to the sky. If it was turned, and then bring your knees back to the ceiling and your feet are rooted down. Excellent. You can take one more final full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead or towards the sky. And then exhale, curl your knees back into your chest. Perhaps you want to lift your head and slightly tuck your chin in. And then exhale, relax your head back down to the mat. Return your feet flat to the mat here. And if it feels okay for you, allow the soles of your feet to come together and your knees come out to the side. If you have any props here, blocks might be a great option underneath the knees, or if you have a thicker blanket or pillow, you can place it underneath the knees as well for a little bit more support. And your arms can rest somewhere out alongside you, up overhead. You could cactus them if you like, or if you'd like to leave them on your body. We'll be here for just a few moments of this reclined, bound angle shape. If this doesn't feel good for you, you're always welcome to keep your knees bent and your feet flat onto the mat with your knees coming in towards one another for more constructive rest. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Start to bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. See if you can invite in a little softness, a little ease. Can you relax your jaw? Can you allow your back molars to gently part? Allow the back of your head to feel completely supported by the ground. Your shoulders feel heavy. If your palms are face up, you may notice your fingers want to gently curl in. This helps your body to be fully relaxed here. Relax your back body, your hips, your legs, all the way down to your feet. Allow everything to feel soft, relaxed. And allow your body to absorb all the hard work, all the nourishment that you just provided your body today. Allow your breath to be easy and relaxed. And if you notice your mind begin to wander away, gently and kindly come back to the present moment by either reconnecting to the sensation of your breath, the feeling of your body on the ground, or your intention that you set at the beginning of your practice today. Shavasana. Very gently start to bring your awareness back into your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting in a little gentle movement here. If it feels nice, you can gently rock your head from side to side. And when you feel ready, go ahead and
Plant your feet and bring your knees back up towards the ceiling. You may want to help them with your hands. And then roll over onto your right side. Use your right arm, bicep, and forearm to cradle your head. Continue to keep your gaze soft. Notice how you feel. Is it the same? Is it different? Is there no difference? There's no wrong answer here. You're just simply checking in. And when you feel ready, very gently and carefully start to press yourself upright. And join me in a seated shape of your choice. There is no rush. Your legs can be loosely crossed in front, or you can have your knees out to the sides, or you could be sitting on your knees, whatever feels best and most comfortable for you. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Bring your fingertips to touch, and exhale, draw your hands through heart center. Take a slight bow of your chin to your chest, and just say thank you. Thank you to your body. Thank you to your practice. Thank you for yourself for just showing up here today. Remember that it was enough and that you are always enough. Let's take one final breath in community together. Take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. And exhale, let it go. The love light in me bows to the love light in you, and I'll greet you with namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Again, my name is Faye, and if you have any questions, comments, or feedback for me, if you want to leave it down in the comments below, or how you're feeling or how this practice felt for you, I'd love to know. And if you want to keep seeing more content like this, be sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos out in the future. Thanks so much for practicing, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.